Alright lads, so here we are for MotoGP career mode. You guys really wanted to see this in the first video I did, and I just want to say a massive thank you to all the people who watched it, who commented, left me, helpful suggestions as to how to get faster and stuff. I really do appreciate that. And this is going to be almost a learning experience for both of us. I mean, a lot of people on my channel probably haven't had experience with MotoGP games, and you guys are sort of getting experience through me. So in the past with F1 games, I've sort of taught you guys how to be faster on those games, and now you guys are sort of teaching me. So I thought it was an interesting dynamic that we've got going on here. But without further ado, let's start this MotoGP career mode.
Welcome to your MotoGP 15 career. For your debut in the World Championship, you compete in 2 races as a wildcard. Get good positions to increase your number of fans and attract better offers for the coming season. This is the office in your motorhome. From here you can organise your activities as a rider. Use your computer to monitor your results and follow negotiations with teams and sponsors.
Alright then, so we're doing 2 races as a wildcard, and then we'll progress possibly into Moto 3. I don't know if you can start off straight off in Moto 2 or go straight into MotoGP. I'm not sure whether that's a thing or not, but what I'm interested in doing is a new feature for this year is apparently you can start off your own private team, and I'm not too sure what you can do in terms of that. Can you name the team? Can you design the bike? Can you make your own drivers? And can you do all that kind of thing? That's what I'm going to find out. I think I will do a private team, but we'll just have to wait and see. First off, we need to sign for an existing team for the 2 wildcard races, impress a few people, and then we'll see where we go from there. Hi Benjamin, RBA Racing Team and I are really pleased to be setting off on this adventure together. All the guys are working hard to provide you with a high performance bike. We're convinced for the start of these first races, you're capable of finishing in 20 seconds. Is that last place? Because if my target is to finish last, then how can it really be a high performance bike? But either way, that's the goal we've got, and let's go for the first race.
This is Gavin Emmett welcoming viewers to Brno. We're here for the 11th round of the MotoGP World Championship to bring you live coverage of the Moto 3 class at the Czech Republic Grand Prix. As you can tell from the live pictures we're bringing you, it's going to be fine weather for the race.
Do I need a hand, kid? Oh no. If I'm a Moto 3 rider and I need to ask my engineer how MotoGP works, then there's something seriously wrong here. So this is pretty cool. You have a look at the setup and you can actually give him feedback on, what areas of the setup isn't working too right, whether you got understeer, oversteer, balance issues. I'm guessing the engineer will make appropriate changes to hopefully make the bike feel a little bit better, but I'm not going to play with that. I'm just going to go straight to the race. I don't know what kind of setup I've got on, probably just a stock standard one, but here we go for our first race. Now just a warning, I've had no practice today. This is me jumping straight back on the game again, and away we go for our Moto 3 career. Oh man, this is going to be terrible. I'm just going to try and keep it clean. Try not to crash and see where we end up at the end of the race. If we could win this thing, then that'd be a massive bonus, but I'm really doubting that at the moment. Brno is a circuit I've been to in the past, back on the old Codemasters Toka Race Driver 3 game. That's literally the last time I've driven this circuit, let alone been on a bike on it. Making moves here into P22 already. Oh, this is a nice exit. What's that, a quadruple overtake in one corner? I'll take that. This bike definitely feels a lot more manageable to ride compared to MotoGP, which the back end is a lot more loose, and yeah, I think this is probably what I should have started off doing when trying to learn this game. We're getting so close to the leading group. They're literally all in front of us, all 4 of them, but we're running out of time. There's only like 3 corners left in this race, but yeah, as I said before, these bikes are so much easier to handle compared to MotoGP. As I say that, I get a wiggle on at the back end. But I don't know, I could sniff maybe a podium here if I can just set these guys up right. If anyone's wondering, I'm running with some assist, but we're into the podium. Concentrate. Just 2 more corners. I think these 2 guys are teammates up in front. Definitely got the best bike. of anyone in the field, but only 2 more corners to go. And this is literally our first race of this career mode. If we could win this, starting from the back, that'd be outrageous. But no, surely not. I don't think we're going to get there. 3rd place, I think that's pretty decent in itself, starting from last place. What a comeback. Oh no, it's raining.
Ricardo Tormo circuit in Valencia, where the final round of this year's Moto3 World Championship is about to get underway.
If anything's going to screw me up now, it's rain. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Wet race here in Valencia. This track does look a little bit familiar, but we'll see how we go. Wow, there it is. So we have 2 laps, just under 2 laps to catch and pass this entire field if we want to win this race. Let me know down in the comments if you think we can do this, but me personally, I am not so ambitious. Oh, we've taken that nicely. That's P31. I've never said this in any video before, fighting hard for P31. Could you imagine if an F1 field was this big? Could you imagine just the comebacks we'd have to make if we started in last, overtaking 30 cars? That would just be nuts. Here we go, having a bit of a ding-dong battle here on the straight here with this guy. He squeezes me out all the way onto the ripple strip. I don't know if bikes brake all too well on ripple strips, but we got away with that one. Oh, leaning on the front end too much. At the moment, I've got the assist on where it does the front and rear brakes at the same time, so people tell me to like dabble on the rear brakes to give myself a little bit more stability or what have you, but I think with the assist you kind of lose that feature. But I don't know, let me know. There's a lot of things about this game that, you know, obviously I haven't mastered yet and I need to get on top of, especially like the cornering. When you turn in for a corner, you literally are stuck with the line that you take. Like, if you try and correct it, then you're just going to understeer wide and you'll miss the apex by a mile. So just these little things at the moment is something I'm trying to deal with at the moment. Also, like leaning in for corners, you know, when's the right time to lean in? Should I do it under brakes? Should I carry the brake all the way to the apex? These are all little things that I'm trying to get on top of at the moment. So, yeah, if you're a veteran on this game, then let me know, because, yeah, at the moment I'm just guessing as to what's good and what's not. There isn't even any chance of us getting out of the top 20, but that's a little bit disappointing. But that's what you get when you crash. You can't afford to make these kind of mistakes at this high of a difficulty. But I think that's going to do this episode for today. The very first episode on MotoGP 2015.
While the podium finishers make their way to Parc Ferme, let's have a look at the final standing.
So this is how you can do the private team. You choose your team name, team logo, and you possibly buy your own bikes or a spec of bike. But we have the different choices here, and obviously the better the bike is, the more it's going to cost. But I'm going to take a look at this in greater depth off camera, and we'll resume that from the next episode. But that's been this episode of MotoGP Career Mode. If you want to see more of these episodes, then let me know down in the comments section down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. To be completely honest, I don't believe I'll do an entire career mode, because F1 2015 is coming out in about 2 weeks' time, so I can't really see myself committing to this series for a full-time thing. But if we could just do a few races, have some fun, then I think that'd be just as good to get us through to F1 2015. But that's been this video for today. Until my next one, guys, I'll see you next time.